wasn't going to do another video, but I obviously took a shower. I'm all soaking wet, putting on clothes, on top of lotion, on top of wet hair. I have a towel on my pillow. Anyways, that's what I do. Very anxious right now, trying to calm down. I'm watching Seinfeld. I didn't want to turn it off. So dealing with financial shame. So from the last video, I don't even remember what it was. I said I was gonna call the accountant order to try and find an accountant, and they called me back, and they couldn't help me. This is the problem. It's taken me 6 years to figure it out. I can't find an accountant. So when the companies I had, this is for personal taxes, and although the gym I had was part of my personal taxes, but I have to see if I have all the bank papers from that. But hello. So what I had to do is I went back through emails, and when I had the companies bankrupt, because I don't want to go bankrupt personally because I have a condo, and I just want to do my taxes. I just want someone to help me, so I could just move forward. Because on 2017 to 2018, I didn't make any money. So it's like, it's easy. Just like, I just need to be submitted. And, because I'm being distracted from the Seinfeld. Let me turn it off. Okay. So I'm distracted by everything. I can't do anything. So I went through back emails. The person who referred me to the insolvency place to bankrupt the companies, I think 2 of the 3 are okay. One, I don't know, I gotta deal with it, but I have to deal with my personal first. The accountant never, like I said, okay, he referred me to the bankruptcy people, and then I replied to him. He was nice, and I said, when I finish this, can you help me with my personal? And he never answered. So I thought he was an asshole, and then I couldn't find an accountant. And then trying to call the government, they give me a number, and I'm all over the place. It's very frustrating. So then I have to keep going with my life, and then things happen. So I went to look for his number, his email, and I would contact him on Monday. But then I realized, wait a minute, before I left for Los Angeles, if you scroll back on my videos, oh no, it'd be on the other channel, Fitness David, when I'm in LA, 2014 to 2015. And that didn't work out. And then I came back, had a few clients to train, a few massage clients, and then father died, and I got money to be able to buy a gym that a low-key, old-school type gym. And then I was talked into buying 3 other companies, and that's where everything went awry. There was an accountant with them, but then he was in cahoots with them. It was a conflict of interest, and he was an asshole, and like, So I'm like, fuck this. And I've been trying to make up since, Like when you feel like you're alone in the world trying to like do something, and this keeps haunting you. So I remember the accountant that I had beforehand, and I got that accountant from reference from one of my personal training clients. It was an older guy, but he died, and she took over, and I was ashamed to go see her to show her that I failed, And then so I got that idea to find her, because she's the only person who seemed to have a little bit of empathy for an accountant. You know what I mean? That I could tell my story because she knew my backstory. She knew a little bit more about me than others did. That I was going to try to get married to a guy, and it didn't work. You know, and she was the least judgmental. So now this is really hard for me to go back. I don't have a choice. That's what's it's coming to, and I'm hoping and I'm praying. Well, I don't pray, but I'm hoping that one of these two will pan out, and I can get moving forward with something. You know, um, that will create a big weight off of me. So I couldn't find her number. I had an old business card. It wasn't the right number. I'm like, oh God, I was looking for her online. She had a picture from a Pinterest page she never answered, from a LinkedIn that she hasn't used. And I tried to find her company, and like nothing except one picture. Tried Facebook. It's the same thing. I added her to Facebook, but it doesn't seem like she's using it. And then I looked at one of the digital documents, because I don't have her email, because she was giving me everything on USB key. And I know I have printed stuff, but I found the number in the last document that was digital, and it wasn't the same number. And I called, and yes, it was it. But I can't find her online. It's whatever. So I'm going to call Monday and start with her. And I'm hoping, if I ever needed someone to help me, but I'm not going to seem too desperate. I'm just going to, I need help. And this is the weird thing. I've had a psychologist who couldn't help me. He directed me to a social worker who couldn't help me. I need an accountant. No one wants to take on my thing. I guess they think that it's so complicated. But I'm complicated. I make things weird. I wish, if accountants were empathetic and intuitive, it would be so much better. So I have to just say to her, it's personal, my personal account, and talk with her, and that's it. And I'm going to look for my 2018. I had a business account, even though it wasn't incorporated. The gym, that is. The three other companies were incorporated, so the bankruptcy went through, but that you still owe the government money. And I know I owe some money, but I have to take care of that, and first take care of my personal with the gym, and try to see if I have those business account, which is under Fitness David, which I closed, but. I only had the gym for a year and a half. I hope I still have those papers, and then that would make life easier. And then I have the paper when I closed the account. And I did all the work for that. I separated them, so all I have to do, and I didn't make any money from that. I just have to incorporate that in the numbers. And 2017 is pretty much done. 2022, I've been keeping track of my numbers for the past year now, just to make it put into the right categories. And then try 18, 19, 20, 21. Keep those going. I have all the bills. And just working from there. Fuck. All right. Bye.